Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a chocolate fudge cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the icing, so place all of the ingredients for the icing into a saucepan and place it over a medium heat and allow everything to melt a little bit. Then you'll want to stir it continuously until everything is melted and the mixture is combined. You will notice it will go from just the raw ingredients straight up to the chocolate mixture, which is smooth and glossy, which is what you're looking for. You can then go ahead and grab yourself a medium-sized bowl and pour in the chocolate icing and then place it in the fridge to firm up. Then you can get started on the cake, so grab yourself a mixing bowl and into the mixing bowl place your butter and your sugar and beat the two together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Once the mixture is light and fluffy, you can then go ahead and gradually add your eggs, roughly one at a time, beating well in between each addition. You'll want to add it slowly so it doesn't curdle or split the mixture. Then you can go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down. This is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. If you find that your mixture has split or curdled, depending on the severity of it, you may want to add a small amount of your weighed flour. If you find it's too bad, you'll just want to scrap it and start again. You can then go ahead and add in the golden syrup along with the ground almonds and just mix those in until they are fully incorporated. You can then go ahead and give the bowl another good scraping down just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and place a sieve over your mixing bowl and pass through the flour, baking powder, salt and cocoa powder just to remove any lumps that may be in the mixture. Sometimes they are lumpy, other times they're not. You can then mix this over a low speed just until everything is incorporated, then crank it up to a medium high and mix until you have a clear cake batter. You may need to add a little milk just to help with the perfect consistency. You may not, it just depends on the temperature of your ingredients and how well they work. You can then go ahead and give the bowl one final scraping down just to incorporate any bits of raw ingredients that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and grab your 8-inch round cake tin which has been lined with parchment paper and pour your cake batter directly into it, and you'll just want to smooth and level it off until it's pretty consistent. You can then place this into your preheated oven and bake it off. All of the baking times and temperatures you need will be in the blog post which will be linked down below. So once your cake has been baked and fully cooled, you can then go ahead and remove the parchment from the sides and the bottom of the cake. Then you may need to just level off the top, as mine has domed and I don't really want the dome top, so just level that off, don't throw it away, you can always eat this later on. Then you can go ahead and halve the cake again, so you'll have two pretty even layers, and here you go, that's how I've done it. Then you can go ahead and start the assembly process, so grab your plate, cake stand or board and place a small amount of the icing onto it, then your first layer of cake, pressing down just to secure in place and top that with a generous amount of the icing and spread that out until you have a level of the icing. And then you can go ahead and top this with the second layer of cake, and then you'll just want to use the remaining icing to finish the decorating process up. So I just like to place it all on top and then work it around the sides, but you can do it however you like. As you can tell, the cake is pretty level, and that's because I leveled the cake. Just take a spatula or a palette knife and spread the icing around the sides. It doesn't have to be perfect if you don't want it to, but me being me, I don't really want too much icing on there. So I scrape some of it off, but then I put it back on after. I just wanted it to look more presentable, but feel free to keep it pretty rustic like I have. And then I just make a swirly pattern on top using a small palette knife, but feel free to use or decorate it however you like. As an optional finish, feel free to use some chocolate chips to decorate it around the edge. And then if you want to add a bit of colour, you can go ahead and add on some sprinkles. So I'm using these gold coloured stars just to add a bit of colour and some texture, but feel free to leave these out completely. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start to slice the cake up. Feel free to cut yourself a small or a large portion, it's really up to you. But then you'll have chocolate cake whenever you want it. It's the perfect cake to make, and it can be shared with your friends and family, which is even better. So if you are looking for a chocolate cake recipe, don't forget to go and check this one out, as it is a really good cake. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another video, so join me then. But in the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and a link to all of my social media, so don't forget to go and follow me over on them. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.